Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Christina and I have hair in my mouth. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look for you. It's more of like a graphic liner. I've never really done anything like it. Kind of a little bit of a 60s kind of thing, but I thought it would be kind of fun to do this. Everybody's quarantined, so I thought it would be some just to kind of like bust something out a little bit different. I also did this hair. So I have two-part hair tutorial. I show you how to do the pink. This is the Arctic Fox Frosé color. And then I also show you some of my favorite hair products, hair care, and actually do this hairstyle. So I will link that. That'll be linked below. But if you want to see how I do this makeup tutorial, then please stay tuned. So I just started off with a little bit of my moisturizer, and then I'm going to put a little bit of these caffeine drops. And these are from the Ordinary. They're like the caffeine solution drops. They're for your under eyes. Okay, so I'm just going to very gently kind of put those on. And this kind of helps waken the face up. I actually put it down on my cheeks and up and around my eyes. But I haven't really done too much. I haven't really put any makeup on in a couple days. I'm going to put a little bit of the Milk makeup. This is the Hydro Prime Grip Prime, whatever. I'm just going to put a little dot of that on. I feel like I'm crooked, but whatever. It is what it is at this point. For my under eyes to conceal, so I'm going to start off with, this is the Maybelline Age Rewind, the multi-corrector, whatever, but it's just for my dark circles under my eyes. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on. Okay, I'll put a lot of that on. It's so funny, I colored my hair pink and now everything pink. I have a lot of pink in my skin, so I usually try to do like cool tones, but hey, Real Technique sponge, I'm just going to bounce that in. So how are you doing? How's everybody doing at home? Thought I would do some videos, got some time on my hands. Trying to pump out as many videos as I possibly can. The salon closed. Today is Friday, the 20th that I'm filming this. And then the salon closed Monday night. Okay, my foundation I'm going to use is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation, which is actually a really, really pretty foundation. I feel like it's a lot like the NARS Sheer Glow, but stays on a little bit better too. They had a sale, so I bought two colors. So I bought 111 Light and 103. Now, I did this because then I could color match like if I'm lighter or darker, but there is actually one in between that would actually probably be my perfect color, but we're just gonna use a little bit of both of them because one's too dark and one's too light. So, and I'm just gonna kind of mix it on my face. I'm just gonna put a couple little dots on my face. Okay, and then it should mix pretty good. As always, I'm going to be using a Morphe M439 brush. So with this tutorial, I am doing something a little bit different. I never really do any like graphic liners. I've said this before, especially with Halloween tutorials. Like, I can't draw. It is not like, oh, Christine, you just haven't put your mind to it. No, like, I literally can't draw. So for me to learn how to do winged liner, like, it took a long time. So this is going to be ever so interesting for both of us, I guess. I don't know. Well, the first 2 days I cleaned everything. I cleaned the entire downstairs, like scrubbed the walls. I cleaned the carpets twice, just so everything's nice and clean. And I really feel good about it. It made me feel a little safer and happier about everything. I'm going to cover my ears because they're pink. Oh my God, I need to color my eyebrows so bad. I'm not sure what other tutorials I'm going to do. I have a list that I want to do. I wanted to try to do a drag tutorial, but I don't know. That could either be like super, super good or super, super like disgraceful to myself and the entire drag community, which I have the utmost respect for. For concealer, I'm going to use the Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. This one is in Light Nude 11. I'm going to put this on the back of my hand. This stuff is like thick whipping cream, or like it's super, super thick. So we're just going to be not super heavy-handed with this because you don't really need to be. It's really, really, really thick, and it's actually waterproof. I actually like to use this in the summer. So if you watched my last video, thank you. I'm glad that you did. I was really talking a lot about what happened to me, where I've been. It's a lot about self-worth and stuff like that, but I'm still working on it. You know, I think this is a huge time where we're all just kind of hitting pause with a lot of stuff, and we all have to, like, it is what it is. Like, you can't run from stuff. You're home, you know, it's just craziness. But this is history. Like, this is just crazy history in the making. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. I went shopping Rick wasn't home. I had to do some shopping. Rick actually went on tour to Atlanta. like on tour, and he flew back. And like on Monday, we didn't have any food in the house, so I took off of work because they were like, do whatever you need to do. We don't know what's going on. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that, my powder, on a big brush and just powder the bejesus out of my face. I went to Costco and I just wanted to stock up on like some meat. Like I wasn't looking to like buy everything out. They had one way in, one way out. It was almost militant. Like I think the government might need to take a little cue from Costco. They knew what they were doing. There was a huge thing, like no one talked to each other. There was no music on. It was frightening. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm trying to make light of the situation, but it is freaking scary because everything is up in the air. So I wanted to do some, like I said, I'm doing some videos. I don't know. I don't think I can do a drag video. I think I don't know. Well, I'm using my favorite thing in the entire world. That's $2. It's the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Rick and I decided that we're going to do P90 X3 together. So far I made it one day, but I did so much stuff the past 2 days, and I have to watch because I'll overdo it and get sick. And oh my God, it's so hot in here. But anyways, I did not do the Agility X, but he was really funny. He's like, 30 minutes, it's not a workout. And then he did it, and he was like, okay, that was really hard. I'm like, don't you? Because I did it before. It's fun. I mean, I've been moving. I've been trying to move a lot, just not sit on my dupa. Like I said, I cleaned for 2 days. Yesterday was Netflix day. Let's be real about that. But my dad called me every single day to see if I'm okay, which is super cute. But he's like, did you get any meat? Are you okay? Are you doing okay? And I'm like, yeah, we're okay. Like we have toilet paper and stuff like that. I think our dog is just wondering why we're home and why we haven't left him alone yet. But if you would like to follow me on my Instagram, feel free. It's the same as my name here, Coffee Before Beauty, and I'm still torturing him daily. Today we did a fashion show with sunglasses. Good times. Good times. Okay, so that's as good as that's gonna get for a minute. Let's clean that up. Boop, boop. I'm just gonna use my Makeup Revolution concealer. I don't know how people can do their eyebrows so perfect. I am not one of those people. Okay. Oh, my dad keeps texting me too, like crazy random stuff. Crazy enough, on the 11th, Rick and my parents both left. My husband Rick, both flew, and my parents had a trip to Vegas that they've had planned for about 4 or 5 months before all the craziness happened. And they still went, and my dad's like, I did everything you weren't supposed to do. So he's trying to keep himself like quarantined for my grandmother. So she doesn't get sick or anything like that. Like he'll go down to see her, but he'll talk to her through, like he'll call her and talk to her like through the glass just so she has somebody there because she lives by herself. She's actually doing really, really well. She was really sick over Christmas, but she's doing really well. But she is very susceptible to being super sick from everything that's going on. So he's trying to, keep her as healthy as possible and, just in case. But anyways, he had a really good time. Apparently my mother had a dance off with a hooker, and there's a video to prove this. So at some point in my life, I'm going to need to get a hold of that video. My parents, I guess, were at a bar, like sitting outside, that they would sit out every night, like they were chilling out every night. And, but I guess like this lady was sex worker, hooker, whatever, was propositioning people, and she started dancing, and I guess my mom went over and like had the dance off with her. So again, I need to see I need to see this. I need to see what my mother was doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this with a little bit of Charmer. This is the ever so loved Tartlette in Bloom palette from Tarte. All right, let's bronze up the face a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit of my Hula bronzer, a big XO Beauty powder brush just to put some bronzer on. This look isn't really about bronzer. Like I want to keep it not as like super crazy, but we got to do it for the gram. My lighting is different. I actually had to move. It took me an hour or 2 hours to set up today and to get everything prepped. Because I did the pink hair tutorial. I'm gonna do a hair, like talk about my hair and style it afterward, and then you're gonna see everything together. So there's actually like 3 videos that I'm filming today. And then my husband is actually in the office because, obviously, I don't know what I'm going to use for blush. I have this Morphe palette. This is like what I use in my pro palette, like what I use in my pro kit. I might do something a little cooler. So let's do something that, like, let's just take these 2. Lots of blush today. So if you feel like you ever put too much on, you can always kind of pull it back. Like take your foundation brush and just kind of dot it in You can pull that back, but I kind of don't. Like, I want it to be pretty blushy. I'm going to spray my face and make everything stay. So I'm going to use, this is the, oh my God, I love this stuff so much. It's the Bare With Me Primer Set Refresher from NYX. About that. Okay. And while that's setting, I'm going to use, I have a lot of Morphe stuff today. This is Morphe High Impact Highlighter. This is in Spark. It's just super pretty. But again, it's kind of like a peachy pink. And I'm just going to put it on. I have an e.l.f. stipple brush. I'm just going to put that on. I mean, who's lying? I'm going to put a lot on because I love highlighter. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that goes really good together. I'm trying not to use the same products. Like, I have my favorites, right? Again, you're welcome to talk to me on Instagram. I'm always on there. I love Instagram. Twitter, I still haven't gotten into Twitter. Like I said, I've said this before, like, Twitter's kind of like the cool kids' high school, like, lunch table. And I'm not invited. So I just usually kind of pop on there because I love live PD and there's a bunch of stuff going on there. So I'll pop on there for that, but that's it. That nose is a glowing. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Shimma, shimma. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm trying to think about what I want to do. I think I'm going to take a super, super light color and just put it through. I have the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. That is a lot of cheat color, Christina. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of basic. It's just a super, super light color right here in the corner, right here in this corner. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that just through my socket. I'm just using a pointed brush. This is a Morphe. Again, wow, lots of Morphe stuff. This is an M139 brush, and I just want to pick it up and just put a little bit of color. I don't know if you're going to see this. I'm going to see the difference, but it's just kind of like a light fleshy color. But this is just so there's a little bit something there. Okay, now that I've postponed this part long enough. All right, so I'm gonna line my bottom line very, very, very close. And then I'm gonna use my tattoo liner just to do a really, I'm not gonna smoke out my liner like I always do, but this is just to kind of like darken this up. Hold on 1 second. I just don't like this under eye. Let me just do something. I'm gonna use a little bit of a yellowy banana color just underneath my eyes. Okay, I feel better about that. Okay, so we're pretty good. We just want to define the eyes. Okay, and then I just want to do a very simple wing. I don't want to do as thick as I normally do, but we're going to pray. So I'm kind of just really going out. I'm not building it up. I always build my eye up and kind of curve it out. We're not doing that. We're just kind of just going straight out. So I'm just going to take this and just go right in here. Can't mess this up. So far, so good. I can clean that line up, so I'm not going to cry, but that looks pretty good. So let's try to do, should I connect it? I don't know. We're going to see how we're going to go with this. It's kind of like I'm just tracing the top of my eyeball. Okay, so let's connect it, okay? Okay, this guy got a little whoopy. Okay, so we got to clean this up. I'm actually not too upset about this. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but that's why we have concealer. Okay. And I'm just going to go up underneath this and clean this up. I'm going to take that pointed brush, my MAC pointed brush, on a little bit of concealer, and I'm just going to go in and just kind of tidy up. Was there probably a better way to do this? I don't know. How the hell did everybody do this back in the day? I mean, it's not horrible. Could it be better? Probably. But is it going to be? No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna go back over this. I don't know if this is a good decision or not, but you know, we've been making some bad decisions today, so. Oh, it looks janky. I'm gonna take a little bit of this black and just smudge this out a little bit. I kind of want lashes so you can see. Kind of. I'm going to use, these are Kiss lashes. These are like Pageboy lashes. I'm just going to put those on just because they're a big fan, but I think they'll be fun because they're not too thick that you can't see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. These are usually like an everyday lash for me. I keep having people message me about their hair. Don't touch your hair during the quarantine. Okay, lipstick. I have two different pinks here. I have Peekaboo Neutral. It's a little more pinky pink. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of I'm Nude on because that's who I am. All right, guys, so that is the finished makeup look for right now. I'm going to go ahead and do my curls and my hair, and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. That is it for the tutorial, guys. This is the hair done. I hope you like it. Again, I have a 2-part series for the hair color and the style. I'm gonna leave that down below. If it's not up, then you're gonna have to subscribe and wait for it to come out. Otherwise, please follow me on Instagram and everything like that, because it's really fun. You know, we have a great time. I'm usually on Instagram a lot just because there's so much inspiration for me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.